Now, over the past several years, predator hunting has become extremely popular. If you've watched one of the slew of predator hunting shows out there, you've seen how exciting predator hunting can be. Now, one name that's been famous with predator hunting is Johnny Stewart Wildlife Calls. They've been around for decades. Now, for this year, Hunter Specialties has rolled out 4 new Johnny Stewart Predator Callers that have a lot of different features. The one I have today here is the Gallows. Now, as you can see, this Predator Caller looks a little different than most out there. It doesn't have a real impressive look to it, I guess, but it has a lot of features into it. It's made out of an impact resistant polymer. It's a one piece, which I really like. That's all you really have to take out here with you. There's no separate speakers or anything like that. It's got a nice carry handle to it. It also comes with a carry strap that allows you to carry this out hands-free, and it has a pocket for the remote. And the strap is strong enough that you can hang it from a limb or something if you want a more elevated sound. I think the best feature of the Gallows is that it comes with 75 Johnny Stewart premium sounds. For me, this is way more sounds than I'll ever use, but it's a nice variety of sounds. So no matter what you're hunting or what calls you like to use, they'll probably have one already preloaded in it that you will like. Now, if you want more sounds, you can go to hunterspec.com and download additional sounds. Now, you can see on the main speaker body, it's got a full set of controls. You can punch in a lot of different presets. The same's on the remote, which has a 300-yard range and allows you to fully control this unit from, like I said, 300 yards away, which is a pretty long ways away. The speaker bell rotates for different sound dispersion, and it has an adjustable stand on the bottom. I don't typically use the adjustable stand when I'm predator calling just because I don't want the call sticking way up, but when I'm snow goose hunting, I'll have the bell turn and the stand all the way up so it points up to the sky. I used the Gallows all last year for predator hunting and snow goose hunting, and I was really pleased with the performance. Another cool thing about the Gallows is that it has GPS built in, and you can record up to 16 waypoints. Now, why this is important is if you're somebody that likes to travel a lot when predator calling, you can save your favorite calling stand locations into the unit and go back to those year after year. The sound quality of the speakers is very nice. I just noticed a little bit of distortion when it's cranked up all the way to max volume, but I was never even close to needing max volume last year when I used it. Now, the Gallows also has 3 different calling features to it. It has standard, which plays sounds exactly as they're recorded. It has sound shuffle, which switches up the, sequence of how a sound is played. So this allows you to play a sound and not hear the same thing over and over again. And it also has custom, which allows the user to set up the sequence of how the call is played. You can also play 2 sounds at once, which is pretty cool. So this allows you extreme flexibility on how you present the calls when you're at calling stands, or if you're hunting the same area twice. It allows you to kind of switch up the calling if needed, if you got some coyotes that are kind of staying out of range. The Gallows runs off of 8 C batteries, or with the included adapter, 8 AA batteries. Now, I always use AA batteries because I never have C batteries at home, just not something I keep around. So I always use the 8 AA batteries. It does have really nice battery life to it. The one thing that came with my Gallows was a extra battery tray, because I guess the one that originally put it, there's some complaints about the strength of the springs not holding batteries in place. So they sent you a new tray. It was easy to pop in, and the batteries hold in very nicely. The springs are actually pretty strong, and it wasn't overly easy to get the batteries in and out, but it's not something you're having to switch a lot. Now, the remote that comes with it uses a rechargeable battery. You can charge it up with the included wall charger, or it comes with a car charging adapter. On either side of the Gallows, there's a couple ports. This side, we've got the auxiliary port. That allows you to plug in some decoys that you can turn on and off. And on the other side, it has a speaker port that allows you to add more speakers. The remote is really easy to use while wearing gloves. It's got the quiet, soft touch keys with touch registers, so you know when you've hit the button. And both the remote and the base unit have this nice LCD screen that you can adjust the brightness on, but it's very clear to see kind of what sounds you're selecting through. The presets is a nice feature because, like I said, with 75 sounds on it, you can just plug in which sounds you want to use most frequently, and they're right there at your fingertips. Now, the Gallows isn't a cheap caller. It comes in at about 550 bucks, but when you think about all of the features that are packed into this pretty small unit, it's a pretty good value for what you're getting out of it. Now, make sure to stay tuned at the end of this video. I'll have more product videos coming up next. and subscribe to the Monday Morning Must Have newsletter so you'll get a weekly newsletter on when we have new product videos coming up next, and subscribe to the Must Have Outdoors YouTube channel. Speed and adjustable rear sight. It's also available in 4 different calibers: 357 mag, 44 rim mag, 4440 Winchester, and 45 Colt. A couple things about the gun: it does have the safety on it, and it's made in Japan, so we'll just leave those topics up for discussion. But the Model 92 is a blast to shoot.